My beloved child, listen carefully because what you are about to hear is not ordinary. The person you truly love has been carrying words in their heart that have remained unspoken for far too long. Something unexpected has happened, and it has changed the way they see everything around them. What seemed like an ordinary moment became a turning point they never saw coming. A quiet conversation, an unexpected memory, and a single realization awakened emotions they had tried to ignore. Just as Joseph's life changed in a single night before he stood before Pharaoh, history reminds us that one unexpected moment can redirect an entire future. Don't skip, because every sentence brings you closer to the heart of this story. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What they discovered has left them questioning every decision they ever made, and the answer they are searching for may be connected to you in ways neither of you expected. There are moments in life when silence speaks louder than words. Scholars have long observed that the greatest turning points in history often begin quietly, hidden from the crowds before they transform the world. That is exactly how this story unfolds. The person you love found themselves reflecting on old memories that refused to disappear. Every place reminded them of a promise. Every familiar sound brought back a feeling they thought had faded. They began to understand that some connections cannot be erased by distance or time. Yet one final piece of the puzzle is still missing, and until it is revealed, nothing will make complete sense. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and what happens next could completely change the meaning of everything you have heard so far. As the story moves forward, the mystery only grows deeper. The message they want to share is not based on coincidence but on a moment that challenged everything they believed. Sometimes the greatest answers arrive after the longest silence, just as dawn follows the darkest part of the night. They are standing at a crossroads, holding a truth they never imagined they would face, wondering whether this unexpected event was simply chance or part of a greater purpose. What they are about to reveal cannot be taken back once it is spoken. And when those words finally come, they may change the direction of this entire journey forever. Stay with this story, because the next chapter holds the revelation that has been building since the very beginning. A single moment can reshape a lifetime, and that is exactly where this journey begins to deepen. While the world around them kept moving as if nothing had changed, the person you truly love could no longer pretend everything was the same. They replayed that unexpected moment over and over, searching for an explanation that would quiet their restless heart. Every answer seemed incomplete, as though one final truth was still hidden beyond their reach. The words they wanted to tell you became heavier with each passing day. They remembered how even David, before becoming king, spent long seasons waiting for the right moment instead of forcing the future. Sometimes waiting is not weakness, it is preparation. Don't skip, because the next piece of this story reveals why their silence has lasted so long. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the reason behind their hesitation is more surprising than anyone could have imagined. Then another unexpected event unfolded. Someone asked them a simple question that seemed ordinary at first, yet it opened a door they had tried to keep closed. Who is the one person you still think about when everything becomes quiet? They could not answer immediately. Instead, memories rushed back like waves against the shore, bringing faces, conversations, and promises they believed had disappeared forever. In that instant, they realized the answer had never changed. Historians often point out that the greatest discoveries are made when people stop running from difficult questions and choose to face them honestly. That quiet realization became impossible to ignore. But another mystery still remains. What happened immediately after that question changed everything once again, and it is leading them toward a decision they never expected to make. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now they stand between fear and hope, knowing that the message they have carried inside can no longer remain hidden forever. Every passing day makes the truth louder than the silence surrounding it. They wonder if this unexpected chain of events has been guiding them toward a purpose they could never have planned on their own. Yet before they take the next step, One final sign appears small enough for most people to overlook, but powerful enough to change the direction of the entire story. That sign will force them to make a choice that cannot be undone. And when that choice is finally revealed, nothing will ever feel the same again. Stay with this journey, because what comes next is the moment everything has been leading toward, and the biggest revelation is still waiting ahead. A quiet change has already begun, even if no one else can see it. The person you truly love has reached a moment where ignoring their heart is no longer possible. For days they tried to convince themselves that the unexpected event meant nothing, but every path they chose somehow brought them back to the same thought. It was as if invisible threads were pulling them toward a truth they could no longer escape. The story of Ruth reminds us that faithfulness often leads people to places they never planned to go, where ordinary moments become extraordinary blessings. That is exactly what is happening now. Don't skip, because the next few moments uncover the reason their heart has become so restless. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the answer is closer than it has ever been. Late in the evening, when everything around them became still, they opened a small box filled with forgotten memories. There were old photographs, handwritten notes, and tiny reminders of moments that once seemed ordinary but now carried a completely different meaning. As each memory returned, one realization became impossible to deny. They had spent too much time focusing on fear instead of truth. The unexpected event had not appeared to confuse them, it had arrived to wake them up. Scholars often say that the strongest memories are connected to deep emotion, and those emotions have a remarkable way of revealing what truly matters. Every memory pointed in the same direction, and every unanswered question seemed to whisper the same name. Yet before they could accept what their heart was telling them, another surprising sign appeared, one they never expected to witness. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next revelation changes everything once again. Now they understand that some messages cannot remain hidden forever. Every step they have taken, every delay, every unanswered question has been leading to this very point. They are no longer asking whether they should speak, they are asking when. The words they have carried for so long have become impossible to hold back. But there is one final obstacle standing between silence and truth, and overcoming it will require more courage than they have ever shown before. They believe that once this barrier is broken, nothing will ever be the same again. What they are preparing to reveal has the power to rewrite the story you thought you understood from the beginning. Stay with this journey, because the next chapter reveals the choice that will determine everything that follows, and once it happens there will be no turning back. Not every life-changing message begins with a loud announcement. Sometimes it begins with a whisper that refuses to fade. The person you truly love has reached that very moment. After everything they have experienced, they finally understand that what happened was never an accident. Every unexpected event, every delayed conversation, and every unanswered question has quietly been leading them here. The more they tried to move forward without facing the truth, the stronger that truth became. It reminded them of Elijah, who did not hear God's voice in the wind or the earthquake, but in a gentle whisper. Some of the greatest answers arrive in silence, waiting for the right heart to receive them. Don't skip, because the next part of this story carries the reason they can no longer remain silent. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and what is about to happen will reveal why this journey had to unfold exactly this way. Then came the moment they never expected. Someone shared a story that sounded strangely familiar, almost as if it mirrored their own life. Every detail stirred emotions they had buried for far too long. Suddenly, they realized they had been looking at the past through the lens of fear instead of hope. That realization changed everything. They no longer saw missed opportunities, they saw unfinished chapters waiting to be completed. Historians often remind us that the greatest discoveries happen when people dare to see familiar things with new eyes. That is exactly what happened here. Their heart became lighter, but one final question remained unanswered. If this unexpected sign was leading them toward a new beginning, would they have the courage to follow it? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the answer to that question is closer than ever, and the next step will reveal a truth that has been hidden since the beginning. Now the silence has almost reached its end. The message they have carried inside has become impossible to ignore, and every passing moment strengthens their determination to speak. They know the road ahead may not be easy, but they also know that some opportunities only appear once in a lifetime. The unexpected event that started this journey has become the very reason they are ready to embrace the future instead of fearing it. Yet before the words leave their heart, one final revelation is about to appear, one that will connect every clue, every memory, and every unanswered question into a single unforgettable moment. Stay with this story, because the next chapter will uncover the message they have been waiting to share, and once those words are spoken, nothing will ever feel the same again. A heartbeat can change everything, and that moment has finally arrived. The person you truly love has stopped running from the truth. Every unanswered question, every sleepless night, and every unexpected memory has led them to one undeniable realization: they cannot keep this message hidden any longer. What once felt like confusion now feels like clarity. Just as Peter stepped out of the boat only after hearing a single call, courage often begins with one decision. They have reached that decision. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What they are about to do will surprise even the people who thought they knew them best, because the silence that protected them for so long is about to be broken forever. For the first time in a long while, they stopped asking, "What if everything goes wrong?" Instead, they began asking, "What if this is the opportunity I have been praying for?" That simple shift changed everything. They realized fear had been writing the story while hope had been waiting patiently for a chance to speak. Like the shepherd who searched until he found the one lost sheep, some things are simply too valuable to abandon. They now believe that certain people enter our lives for a reason, and certain moments arrive at exactly the right time. Yet there is still one final obstacle standing between them and the message they want you to hear. It is smaller than they imagined, but overcoming it will require complete honesty. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the next revelation will uncover the words they have carried in their heart all this time. Now everything is moving toward the moment that cannot be undone. The person you truly love is no longer waiting for perfect circumstances, because they have discovered that perfect moments rarely exist. Instead, they are choosing faith over fear and truth over silence. One final encounter is about to place them exactly where they need to be, and when it happens, every mystery from the beginning of this journey will suddenly make sense. The message they have been protecting is closer than ever to being revealed, and when those words are finally spoken, they will carry the weight of every memory, every lesson, and every unexpected turn along the way. Stay with this story, because the next chapter holds the message itself, the words they have wanted to say from the very beginning, and nothing after that will ever be the same. The waiting is almost over. Every step in this journey has been leading to a single moment that neither of you could have predicted. The person you truly love has finally realized that some words become heavier the longer they remain unspoken. They stood alone, reflecting on every choice that brought them here, and one truth echoed louder than every fear they had ever carried: what is real does not disappear simply because it has been ignored. Like the father in the story of the prodigal son, who never stopped watching the horizon with hope, they have discovered that love rooted in sincerity does not vanish with time. It waits, it grows, it patiently looks toward tomorrow. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message they are preparing to reveal is closer than ever, but before they speak, one final unexpected event changes everything once again. Without warning, they encountered something that felt impossible to explain. It was not a loud miracle or an extraordinary spectacle. It was a quiet reminder that arrived at exactly the right moment: a familiar place, a meaningful conversation, and a memory that suddenly made perfect sense. In that instant, every doubt they had been carrying began to fade. They realized that fear had delayed their journey, but it could no longer control their future. Historians often remind us that the greatest turning points are recognized only after they happen. At the time, they seem small, almost ordinary. Only later do people understand they were standing at the doorway of a completely new chapter. That is where they are now. But there is still one question they must answer before they can deliver the message they have been protecting for so long. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the answer to that question will determine everything that follows. Now the silence has become impossible to carry. Their heart is no longer asking whether they should speak, it is urging them to speak before another opportunity slips away. Every lesson, every delay, and every unexpected twist has prepared them for this very moment. They know the words they are about to share cannot erase the past, but they believe those words can shape the future in ways they never imagined. The next chapter is not about mystery anymore. It is about revelation. The truth they have guarded is finally ready to come into the light, and when their message is finally spoken, every clue from the beginning of this journey will fit together like pieces of a puzzle. Stay with this story, because what comes next is the message itself, and once it is revealed, nothing will ever look the same again. A new dawn has arrived, and with it comes the moment this entire journey has been building toward. The person you truly love has stopped hiding behind uncertainty. They finally understand that the unexpected event was never meant to confuse them, it was meant to awaken them. Every delay, every unanswered question, and every silent prayer has led to this single point. Like Queen Esther, who realized she had come for such a time as this, they now believe that certain moments appear only once, and missing them could mean losing something priceless. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message they have guarded for so long is no longer locked inside their heart. When they finally gathered the courage to speak, they discovered something surprising. The words they had feared were not filled with regret or anger, but with hope. They wanted you to know that some connections leave a mark that time cannot erase. They admitted that every unexpected twist in their journey taught them the value of honesty, patience, and faith. They no longer wished to wonder what could have been. Instead, they wanted to embrace what could still become. Scholars often say that the greatest discoveries are not found in distant places but within a transformed heart. That transformation had finally taken place. Yet just as they prepared to reveal everything, one final interruption appeared, delaying the moment for only a little longer. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because that interruption carries a hidden purpose no one could have predicted. Now the story stands at its greatest turning point. The silence that once separated hope from reality is beginning to disappear. The person you truly love has chosen courage over fear, faith over doubt, and truth over hesitation. They are ready to deliver the message that has shaped every chapter of this journey. But before those words are fully revealed, one final piece of the puzzle must fall into place. When it does, every mystery from the beginning will suddenly make sense, and the reason behind every unexpected event will be impossible to ignore. Stay with this journey until the very end, because the next chapter reveals the message they have been carrying all along, a message powerful enough to change the direction of this story forever. A quiet certainty has replaced every lingering doubt. The person you truly love no longer wonders whether they should share what has been hidden in their heart. They know the time has come. Looking back, they can see how every unexpected delay carried a lesson they could not understand in the moment. Like Moses standing before the sea, there were times when the path ahead seemed completely blocked, yet the next step appeared only when faith moved forward. That realization has given them a courage they never thought they possess. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message they are about to reveal has been shaped by every challenge, every unanswered prayer, and every unexpected turn that brought them to this very moment. Then, in the stillness of an ordinary day, they finally found the words they had searched for all along. They realized the message was never about changing the past, it was about embracing the future with honesty. If they could speak to you face to face, they would simply say this: "You crossed my mind more times than I can count, and every memory reminded me that what is genuine deserves another chance to be understood." Those words did not come from impulse. They came from reflection, patience, and a heart that had finally chosen truth over fear. Historians often remind us that the greatest journeys are remembered not because they were easy, but because they transformed the people who walked them. This journey has transformed them completely. Yet one final revelation remains, and it is the piece that connects every mystery from the very beginning. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the story is approaching its most meaningful chapter. The person you truly love is no longer defined by hesitation but by hope. They understand that life offers rare moments when courage can rewrite the future, and they refuse to let this opportunity pass in silence. The unexpected event that started everything has become the reason they are finally ready to open their heart without fear. But before this journey reaches its conclusion, one final truth will be uncovered, a truth that reveals why every delay, every coincidence, and every quiet moment mattered from the very beginning. Stay with this story, because the next chapter brings the final revelation, where every question finds its answer and every hidden piece falls perfectly into place. The final pieces are beginning to fall into place, and what once seemed like scattered moments now form a single, remarkable story. The person you truly love has come to understand that every unexpected event carried a purpose greater than they could see at the time. The delays were not the end of the journey, they were preparing them for this very moment. Just as Nehemiah rebuilt broken walls one stone at a time, they have slowly rebuilt their confidence, their hope, and their willingness to speak honestly. They no longer fear what tomorrow may bring because they have learned that truth is always stronger than silence. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message that has remained hidden for so long is now only moments away from being fully revealed. At last, they have found the courage to express what has been growing inside their heart. If they could place their thoughts into a single message, it would sound something like this: "No matter how much time has passed, I never forgot the lessons our journey taught me. The unexpected moment that changed everything also showed me the value of sincerity, forgiveness, and hope. I cannot promise a perfect future, but I can promise that I will never again ignore what truly matters." Those words are not spoken out of emotion alone. They are shaped by wisdom gained through trials, quiet reflection, and a deeper understanding of life's purpose. Biblical history often reminds us that restoration begins when people choose honesty over fear. That choice has finally been made. Yet one final surprise still remains, and it is more meaningful than anyone could have imagined. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the journey stands on the edge of its greatest revelation. Every chapter has led to this unforgettable point, where silence gives way to truth and uncertainty is replaced by hope. The person you truly love has discovered that the greatest message they could ever share is not hidden in extraordinary words but in the courage to be genuine. Their heart is finally open, their fears are finally fading, and the future no longer feels impossible. But before this story reaches its conclusion, one last unexpected sign will appear, one that ties together every mystery, every lesson, and every promise from the beginning. Stay with this journey, because the next chapter brings the powerful ending that reveals why the story had to unfold exactly as it did, leaving a message that will remain in your heart long after the final words are spoken. Every great journey reaches a moment when every hidden piece finally comes together, and this is that moment. The person you truly love has stopped searching for signs because they have become one. They understand now that the unexpected event was never meant to create fear, it was meant to awaken hope. Looking back, every delay, every unanswered question, and every quiet season was preparing them to speak with complete honesty. Like Joshua standing before the Jordan River, they have realized that faith often asks us to step forward before we can see the entire path. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What they are about to understand will change the way they see this entire journey forever. Then came the final realization that had been quietly growing inside their heart all along. They understood that the most important message was never about perfect timing or perfect words. It was about choosing truth over silence. If they could speak without hesitation, their heart would simply say, "Thank you for being part of a journey that changed me." Whether we were near or far, the lessons I learned through our connection helped me become stronger, wiser, and more hopeful. I no longer want fear to decide what remains unsaid. Those words carried no pride, no bitterness, and no regret, only sincerity. Throughout history, the people remembered most are often those who chose courage when fear seemed easier. That is the decision they have finally made. But one final surprise still remains, and it is not something anyone could have predicted. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the ending of this story holds the greatest lesson of all. Now the journey is standing at its final doorway. Every chapter has led to the single truth: unexpected moments often become the beginning of extraordinary change. The person you truly love has discovered that genuine hope is stronger than uncertainty, and that honesty has the power to open doors that fear keeps closed. As this story approaches its conclusion, one last revelation will connect every memory, every challenge, and every quiet whisper into a message of purpose, faith, and renewal. Stay with this story until the very end, because the next chapter is the conclusion where every mystery is answered, every clue finds its place, and the unexpected event that started everything reveals its true meaning at last. At last, the journey reaches its destination. The person you truly love has discovered that the message they carried was never meant to remain hidden forever. Every unexpected event, every quiet season, and every unanswered question became a stepping stone leading to this moment. Looking back, they no longer see a story filled with confusion. They see a path marked by growth, patience, and hope. Like the disciples on the road to Emmaus, who only understood the meaning of their journey after everything had unfolded, they now recognize that every chapter had a purpose. What once appeared to be delays were actually moments of preparation. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final truth is more powerful than anything that came before it. If they could place one lasting message in your heart, it would be this: never let fear convince you that what is meaningful has been lost forever. Life changes people, but it also teaches them. Every challenge I faced helped me understand the value of kindness, forgiveness, and hope. I have learned that the greatest gift we can offer is honesty, and the greatest strength we can carry is faith. No matter where the road leads, never stop believing that light can appear after the darkest night. These words are not spoken to erase the past but to inspire the future. History and scripture both remind us that the strongest people are not those who never struggle, they are those who continue walking with courage despite uncertainty. That is the lesson this entire journey has been pointing toward from the very beginning. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the greatest discovery is not about another person, it is about the hope that has been quietly growing within you all along. As this story comes to its close, remember that unexpected moments often become the beginning of life's most meaningful chapters. Every mystery, every delay, and every surprising turn has led to one enduring truth: hope is always stronger than fear when it is rooted in faith and wisdom. The person you truly love has finally found the courage to let truth guide their heart, and in doing so they discovered a deeper purpose than they ever imagined. Perhaps the greatest message was never hidden in dramatic events but in the quiet reminder to value love, cherish forgiveness, and never lose sight of hope. Thank you for staying until the end of this journey. May this story encourage you to move forward with courage, to treasure the people who matter, and to believe that even the most unexpected moments can become the beginning of something truly beautiful. The story may have reached its ending, but its deepest lesson begins now. The person you truly love finally understood that the greatest messages are not always spoken aloud. Sometimes they are revealed through patience, compassion, and the quiet strength to keep moving forward. Looking back, They realized that every unexpected moment carried a purpose they could not see at first. Like Noah, who continued building even before the rain appeared, they discovered that faith is often demonstrated long before the outcome is visible. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final revelation is not about a mystery anymore, it is about the transformation that has taken place within the heart. As they reflected on everything that had happened, one truth became impossible to ignore. The unexpected event they once feared had become the very reason they grew stronger. It taught them that forgiveness heals wounds, humility opens doors, and hope gives people the courage to begin again. If they could leave you with one final thought, it would be this: never underestimate the quiet moments in your life. They may seem ordinary today, but one day you will look back and realize they were shaping your greatest blessings. Throughout history, countless lives have been changed not by dramatic victories but by small, faithful choices made day after day. Those choices build character, deepen wisdom, and prepare people for opportunities they cannot yet imagine. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the greatest surprise is realizing how much your own journey has already changed you. Now this journey comes to its true conclusion. Every chapter, every question, every unexpected turn has pointed toward one lasting message. Live with faith, speak with kindness, and never allow fear to silence what is good and true. The person you truly love has found peace not because every answer was revealed, but because they learned to trust the path even when they could not see its ending. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson for all of us. The future is written one faithful step at a time. No matter what tomorrow brings, keep your heart open, keep your hope alive, and remember that some of life's most beautiful blessings arrive quietly, long before we recognize their true value. What began as an unexpected moment has become a timeless reminder that courage, hope, and faith can transform even the most uncertain journey into one filled with purpose and light. What happened next was not the ending anyone expected, it was the beginning of a completely new understanding. The person you truly love finally realized that the message they had been trying to deliver was never only about feelings. It was about growth, grace, and discovering that every difficult season had been preparing them for a wiser tomorrow. They remembered the words of Ecclesiastes, that there is a time for every purpose under heaven. Suddenly, every delay made sense. Every closed door had protected them from rushing ahead before they were ready. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final lesson of this journey is more valuable than any surprise that came before it. As they looked back over every chapter of their story, they no longer saw disappointment. Instead, they saw moments that quietly shaped their character. The unexpected event that once filled them with uncertainty became the reason they learned patience. The silence that once felt painful became the place where wisdom began to grow. They understood that genuine love is not measured by dramatic promises but by truth, faithfulness, and the courage to do what is right even when no one is watching. Just as the builders of the ancient temple placed one stone upon another until something magnificent stood before them, every small decision had been building a stronger foundation within their heart. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because one final realization is about to bring this entire journey together in a way no one could have predicted. Now, as the story reaches its final pages, the greatest message becomes clear. The person you truly love has discovered that hope is never wasted, faith is never forgotten, and kindness always leaves a lasting mark. They no longer fear the future because they have learned that every season has a purpose, and every challenge carries the opportunity to become stronger than before. The unexpected event that began this journey was not sent to break them, it was sent to transform them. And perhaps that is the message meant for every listener as well. Never lose faith during the quiet seasons, never stop believing when the road becomes uncertain, and never forget that the greatest blessings often arrive when they are least expected. The journey may be ending, but its message will continue to echo in every heart willing to listen, reminding us that light always finds those who keep walking forward with hope. The journey has reached its final chapter, and now the greatest truth can finally be revealed. The person you truly love discovered that the message they had been carrying was never meant to change the past, it was meant to change the future. Every unexpected moment, every unanswered question, every silent tear, and every lesson along the way became part of a greater story. Like Abraham, who stepped into the unknown trusting that God was leading him toward a promise he could not yet see, they learned that faith is not about knowing every answer. It is about taking the next step with hope. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The greatest surprise is not hidden in a secret message, it is hidden in the transformation that has taken place within the heart. At last, the message they wanted to share is simple, yet powerful. Never stop believing that God can turn confusion into clarity, fear into courage, and waiting into purpose. If our paths crossed for a reason, then every moment mattered. If our journey taught us patience, then every delay had value. If our story inspired hope, then nothing we experienced was wasted. Those words are filled with peace rather than regret. They are spoken with gratitude instead of fear. Throughout the Bible, ordinary people became part of extraordinary stories because they trusted God one step at a time. David faced a giant with faith. Ruth walked into an uncertain future with loyalty. Paul continued his mission despite countless hardships. Their stories remind us that the greatest victories often begin with quiet obedience. Don't skip, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because the greatest revelation is not about what happened yesterday, it is about what you choose to do tomorrow. As this story comes to its true conclusion, remember this above everything else. Your future is not defined by your hardest season but by the hope you choose to carry forward. The person you truly love found peace because they finally trusted that every chapter, even the painful ones, had a purpose. And perhaps that is the message meant for every heart listening today. Keep walking in faith when the road seems uncertain. Keep showing kindness when the world feels cold. Keep believing that God is working even when you cannot yet see the result. One unexpected moment can become the beginning of an entirely new chapter, and one faithful step can change a lifetime. Thank you for staying through this entire journey. Until we meet again, guard your heart with wisdom, fill your life with hope, and never forget that the brightest dawn always comes after the darkest night.